Welcome everyone! As part of the course Memory and Media in the Western Balkans, we had the opportunity to prepare a report and visual material focusing on key aspects of our work. In this video, we would like to share the results of our efforts. We focused on the topic of freedom of speech in Serbia, selecting Serbian journalist Marko Vidojković as the main figure. We also had the opportunity to interview him, which you can explore in this project. As an introduction, we would like to mention that memory politics plays a crucial role in shaping collective identity, political discourse, and historical narratives. It determines how societies remember past events, influencing reconciliation, justice, and national unity. In post-conflict regions like the Western Balkans, it affects public perception, interethnic relations, and political stability. Through media, education, and public commemorations, memory politics can serve as a tool for healing and cohesion, or as a means of reinforcing tensions and divisions, significantly influencing the future.
Marko Vidojković has become one of the best-known writers in Serbia, recognized for his irreverent criticism of the country's political and social situation, particularly regarding Vučić's government and the Srebrenica's massacre. His position in favor of the recognition of the genocide in Srebrenica, added to his outspoken criticism of power, made him and his family leave Serbia in 2023, after he received many serious threats to his life.
I would say we have a chronic problem with Serbian nationalism, which destroyed, first of all, Serbia and Serbian people. So we wouldn't be society as we are today if it wasn't for the Serbian nationalism throughout the 1980s and, of course, 1990s during the war. But this narrative is still strong today. And I think, Serbian regime is pretty close to the war criminals. They were allies during the war because this is basically the same regime it was during the 1990s, during Slobodan Milosevic. The same parties, Serbian Progressive Party being only Serbian Radical Party, but with another name. So we had a lot of volunteers from Serbian Radical Party and from this regime during 1990s in the war in Bosnia. Formally democratic, but it's far away from democratic when it's freedom of speech in question because of several reasons. First of all, being that 90% or even more media is controlled by the regime. So the information is strictly poured from the regime. We also have a dictator who appears almost every day. So it's basically an autocracy, which is only formally democracy, politically viewing. But regarding the people, the freedom of speech, the people and journalists and artists and everybody who dares to speak up against the regime is being viciously punished. It's post-idealistic country in which on one hand we have mafia and people who openly support mafia and citizens, students, their parents, their teachers. We now see that this resistance is getting bigger every day. So, with this kind of street support that we now have from our students, and also the high school students, we have obviously more freedom automatically in expressing ourselves. So now we can see some people that are close to the regime, such as Novak Djokovic, who was never critical about the regime. But the other day, he said that he supports students and every young people who are building a better society because of violence that is being promoted on protesters and students in Serbia.
Media freedom in Serbia is not fully implemented, as our case shown. But the problem is even bigger. Today, the Serbian political system is undergoing a severe protest against the government in power. To restore its stability, an open dialogue with the Serbian civil society, respectful of media freedom, is essential.